This is what a building looks like during an earthquake.
There are lots of facets to that problem, and one by one, they'll be answered and people will be safer.
Each year, there are more than 14,000 earthquakes, or about 35 each and every day.
Most of the buildings, especially in the big cities like Los Angeles, are very old. They should be retrofitted. The next big earthquake may have lots of casualties.
In California, an earthquake strikes almost daily, and many buildings, like this one in El Centro, have fallen victim to the power of these natural disasters.
This building represents a class of buildings that were built in over 100 years ago, and we have lots of them in areas like downtown San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. They're very susceptible to damage if a big earthquake hits.
April 4th, 2010, a 7.2 magnitude quake struck northern Baja, killing 4 people and injuring another 100. These types of disasters are why a team of experts from all across the country are coming together to study the science behind these seismic events.
There are about 60 or so instruments in the building that sense displacement at relative points in the building and sense acceleration response of the building.
The algorithms we're going to develop will be applied on actual buildings. So if an engineer has to study the behavior of a building in San Diego, hopefully they will use what we're developing to evaluate the strength of the building.
The purpose of these experiments is to make sure that buildings are safe for employees even if they are hit by an earthquake. And these experiments being done here in El Centro are the first of their kind to ever be conducted. In these experiments, a shaker is used to simulate an earthquake. I was inside the building when 32,000 pounds of force was being applied to compromise the structure, but it didn't even budge.
We're expecting to get a wealth of data that might be eye-opening.
These results will help architects and structural engineers predict what will happen to a building if and when it begins to tremble.
Anything you can do to guarantee people's safety in an earthquake, that's going to help. And this is part of it.
Reporting in El Centro, Cindy Lundeberg.